This is Tom. This is the INFJ experience. And now I want to talk a little bit about basically our FI. So much gets talked about our FE being our second function as INFJs. You know, a lot of it is being talked about how we like to reach out, we like to make connections, like to make harmony with the world and people around us, all that stuff, right? Now, yeah, a lot gets said, but you never hear much talked about the FI, the introverted feeling. Now, basically, it's a self-esteem. Now, you do get it talked about sometimes, and typically it's talked about how INFJs usually, especially men too, men go through this quite a bit, INFJ men, is that our self-worth, we grow up thinking we're just less than, just never measure up, just not quite good enough. Now, not to say ladies don't have this, of course, it's an INFJ thing. They never think we're quite good enough, but I'm going to go over some of the reasons why this is happening, okay? Now, obviously, as you know, INFJs are introverted and intuitive first, okay? Primary function. We've gone over that many times, and we know that that's our main dominant function. So we're introverted, we're intuitive, we're inside. Now, that second function is extroverted feeling. So we like to, as much as we like to be inside, we need to make those extroverted connections with others, with the world around us, others, making harmony, making peace, making sure everybody is, you know, doing all right in their life, let's say. Typically now, the FI is somewhere down in the subcategory in the functions, let's say, okay? Which makes it one of our shadows, in a sense. So that FI isn't like the TI. Extroverted thinking is more logic, it's thinking, it's processing, it's sifting through, it's making sense of the world. But introverted feeling is our understanding of who we are internally. It's our measurement to the world. It is our basically who we are in the world, how we feel about ourselves, basically. That's what the FI is, introverted feeling. And again, it's a sub-function. It's down the lower side. So what we're doing here is, the reason it is what it is we grow up thinking that we could never quite measure up because people around us are usually the extroverted type, and their success is measured by how much money they make, how many people they know, how many friends they have, how much money they have, how many girlfriends or boyfriends they may have, depending who you are, how many relationships you're involved in. And this is your measure of self-worth. Typically you see extroverted people always outgoing, always having their fun, they're laughing, they're looking like they have their flashy cars, they have their expensive things, let's say. And this is what they derive from. This is their self-worth. But this is extroversion. They're projecting this externally. This is their reflection to the world externally, as I've said before. You see them go by in a nice flashy car with the loud pipes, and you think, oh, hey, that guy's cool. He's got things going on. He's got his cool car and his toys, his nice apartment or house or what have you. He's doing better than me. Look at me. I'm a schlub here, you see. And then, but you're thinking you don't have as many friends. You don't have as many things around you. You know, you got a modest life, but you think you're not as good. Okay? This is your FI. This is you telling you're not good enough, but your measurement is not on the outside world. You're not measuring your value from the outside first. Your measurement is internal. Your sustenance is what you derive from is in nature. It's from within your internal spirit, your soul, your conscience. It's how much you are in tune with nature and yourself, for that matter, in tune with your creator, your spirit. Now, when you start understanding more that you derive internally, now INFJs are very strong in this. INFJs have a very strong self-understanding, okay, introspective. They're very introspective in that manner. but they're measuring themselves against external things in the world, let's say. Now you need to stop doing that. You need to accept who you are. You accept the fact that understanding your type, understanding that you're not going to be that type. You're a little more laid back. You're not the type that needs to follow the crowd or even search for the crowd. Okay? Hey, not to say you're never going to be part of the crowd. Okay, I'm not saying that, but you're not the type that is having to derive your energy or your worth from the crowd. So we need to stop measuring ourselves against them. Your self-worth is internal. It's spiritual. It's internal within you. Okay? Not outside of you. But once you start understanding that, pieces should start coming together. You don't compare yourself to the external world anymore. You compare yourself to how much more you understand, how much more at peace are you today than you were the day before. You see? How much more understanding are you within yourself today than you were last week? And how many times you're not as sad and depressed because of it. Okay? So a lot of it has to do with your acceptance and your acknowledgement as to who you are. And the quicker you understand and accept and acknowledge your type, and understand that you're introverted first, the quicker you're going to have a better self-image of yourself as well, because you're not gonna compare yourself to everybody else in the world as well. Now listen to people. A lot of times you might see these people, they look like they get these perfect outer lives. They're rich, they're successful, they got money. They look like they're in their fancy cars, eating fancy food at fancy restaurants. But I guarantee, these people, when they sit by themselves and they start reflecting inward, they don't know how to do that, you see? They can't sit alone. Not to say all of them can't, not in general, but a lot of times they don't self-reflect. They only need more and more external things to fill them. Nothing's never enough quite for them. That's why they keep needing more things. And that actually causes their own internal strife. Let that motorcycle go by. Yeah, kind of like what I'm talking about. It's all about understanding yourself. As INFJs, I can only tell you that the experience I've had through the course of my life, when I've always compared myself to other people around me, then that's where most of my self-esteem came from, or lack thereof, I should say. And once I decided to accept the fact that I'm introverted and intuitive, my life got much better because I became internally peaceful, let's just say. Very peaceful inside. Well, people, I hope that helped a little bit. Thank you so much for hanging out with me again. And just understand that, you are worth something. You are valuable. Okay? Never forget that. All right? Well, if you like this content, people, please subscribe to my channel and give me the thumbs up. And also, maybe share this video with other people so they can learn from it as well. Okay? Well, people, thank you so much again. Until the next time. Okay, this is Tom Omega of the INFJ Experience, and I want to wish you a wonderful rest of your day. Thank you again.